Go there. When I break you and pull you apart, I want you to take 2 clear steps backwards, okay? Before we re-engage, I want a clean re-engagement, okay? All good? Let's go back to the corner, put your mouth guards in, and we'll come out fighting.
So here we are at the Tatara Civic Centre. This fight was meant to be number 10 on the bill, but has been pushed up to number 8. And we're good and going here for this fight. I can't wait here. Kahau Lee from Glen Waverley, Victoria. Coming up against Matt Ferneyhow from Lana Muay Thai, trained by Andrew Nelson. And you're looking forward to this one, the Commonwealth champion alongside me in Carly.
This is going to be a great match. Often these lighter divisions have got so much speed and skill behind them, so I reckon this is going to be a really good one. Both boys coming from strong gyms.
Yeah, both boys are coming from strong gyms. Victoria and Western Australia, 4-4 for Ferneyhow, 5-3 for Kahau Lee. But look at the concentration of Kahau Lee. That left kick is an important sort of key in his repertoire, as we're seeing early. Hasn't landed too much with it, just creating some distance. But Ferneyhow will be in his face all night and in the pocket.
Got a strong start here from both fighters. This fight is 3 by 3 minute rounds, so they're going to go nice and hard for 3 rounds here. Yeah,
3 rounders, so it's jumped up from the last fight, 2 minute rounds to the increasing by 1 minute to 3 minute rounds. But nice work there on the inside from Ferneyhow. And he's coming forward like a bulldozer. Only 18 years of age, Ferneyhow, and his opponent 21. So 2 youngsters going at it, and I think the fans are going to be in for another treat here. Little bit of blood on the sort of hairline area of Ferneyhow, but it's not going to cause too much damage in terms of coming into the eye. Try to unload that right kick to the body, didn't connect, but caught on that one there in Carl. The immersion MMA boy wants to come forward here. The trend has changed a little, but one thing that Ferneyhow does, he'll be in your face all night. He's the bigger of the 2 in terms of physical presence, so we'll see how that plays out on the inside. But I think Kahau Lee will sort of be looking to be on the back foot and fire his real vicious leg kicks that he possesses.
Blue corner is taking it really well, stepping back and not letting red corner step into his range.
Yeah, creating some good distance there, but a nice right hand over the top there from Matt Ferneyhow. And this is really a close tussle on the inside, but Ferneyhow, the 18-year-old, he doesn't look 18, he's much more mature than that. He's coming forward here, trying to unload that right kick, but good evasive defensive skills there from Kahau Lee, the man with a tattoo on his right chest. And what a fight card we've got here at the Tatara Civic Centre. Carly, this is turning out to be a blockbuster.
That right kick is landing really nicely here. He's starting to really load it up and use it over and over again.
Yeah, he's loading up on those kicks now, and predominantly most of the shots have come from the kicks in this opening round. We're heading towards the 30 seconds in this fight, in the remaining first round. But he catches him with a leg kick there in Ferneyhow and comes back with a couple of shots there.
Ferneyhow's doing really well at coming forward and keeping that pressure on.
Kahau Lee's amateur record was 4-1. He had no titles on the amateur scene, but his camp lasted for 6 weeks and sparred a couple of boys out of the immersion gym and Mark Hammer Castanini's gym in Nunawading, Victoria down there. So he's definitely got some good sparring in that will play dividends in the latter part of the fight. But wow, that was seesawing, 50-50 first round, but I think I might give it in favour of Ferneyhow, who was in Kahau Lee's face and was controlling the ring.
I think those right kicks were starting to land beautifully by the end of that round too.
Yeah, I do believe that as well. The kicks were sort of paying dividends in that first round and will be a factor heading towards the back end of the fight. But this is the first round highlights, and Ferneyhow, a big sort of physical presence in there. Likes to be on the outside. Kahau Lee, the pattern and the trend is that he'll be on the sort of back burner, and just happy to sit back away from the strong physical presence there in Ferneyhow. Nice leg kick there to the left rib cage of Kahau Lee, and a good counter there from Lee, but did not connect with that digging right elbow on his opponent in Ferneyhow. A little bit of, you can see the reddening of the trunk area of Matt Ferneyhow sustained with the mid-punch shots from Kahau Lee. As we gear up for round number 2 here, thanks to the sponsors for this specific fight. It's Cargo Commodities. Round number 2 here. And what a fight card it has been. Robin and Terry Hutchings, I'll say it again. Unbelievable card so far, and we still got the big fight still to come. Next up, we've got the Australian Under-17 Bantamweight title, Australian Pro Welterweight title, and the Australian Pro Middleweight title, which all leads into the top of the bill clash between Namwan Simbi Muay Thai and Brooke Cooper, who fight for the Intercontinental International title. But back here, and Matt Fernyhough is just keep coming forward.
He's not stopping. He's really going forward, taking that aggressive foot.
You can see the reddening, a lot of reddening of the area of the midsection of Fernyhough by the punches and the sort of kicks there from Kahao Lee. But I think the cleanest shots have been landed by Fernyhough, and his front foot style is definitely going to go a long way in persuading the judges to take the first round.
Fernihow's got quite a power advantage too. Every time he steps forward, he's quite happy to walk through all of those shots.
Yeah, it does not seem fazed by the power of Kahao Lee. Definitely the stronger man is Matt Fernyhough, but Kahao Lee is a little bit more of a technician. A bit smarter in his work, but having said that, some good push kicks there from Matt Fernyhough. Strong lower body and a strong upper body as well, and he's using that to his advantage here. Kahao Lee on the back burner. But this is an intriguing clash so far, and we still got, don't forget, this is a 3-round affair, so it's a rapid contest. You've got to get off to an absolute flying start. You lose the first 2 rounds and you're playing catch-up. You really need a knockout or a couple of knockdowns in that final round. But Fernyhough, if he wins this round, well, it's going to go a long way in him getting the victory.
It sure is. Kahao Lee is definitely staying well composed despite all of that pressure coming forwards. He's really waiting for that counter to open up.
Yeah, he's absorbing the pressure and waiting for the right time, but the big problem is there's not long left remaining in this round. Maybe in a 5-round contest he's got the time, but this time around in a 3-round contest, he really needs to start letting his hands go and find the mark. We'll see how he does in the last 40 seconds. But he's lifting his punch output now and keeping Fernyhough away. Having said that, the commentators curse the right hand over the top from Fernyhough, and he's finishing the round strongly, Fernyhough.
I had a little chat to Fernyhough at the back before and heard that he travels 2 hours to get to training and 2 hours home. So he's definitely determined, and he's clearly got a very strong work ethic, which shows here tonight.
Yeah, you can see he's had a great training camp with his trainer down there. His trainer is Andrew Nelson, who'll be on the semi-main event tonight. So he's ready for this clash, and he's ending strongly. And I think it's one-way traffic in this round. Even though the first minute or so, Kahao Lee put a good performance, Fernyhough will take that second round. He goes 2 rounds to 0 up.
Fernihow's got the very experienced Damon Nelson in his corner as well, who we'll see later in our semi-main event.
Yeah, Nelson will be fighting in that semi-main event against Thomas Wilkins with a record of 17-11-1, and that's for the prestigious Australian Pro Middleweight title. And there's been 3 domestic titles for grabs, and we go to the replay here in the second round. Some good work there from Kahao Lee early, but you'll see in the next few clips that Fernyhough came forward and landed the better punches. He's like a freight train, and there's some of the work there, upstairs and downstairs, working all sorts of areas on Kahao Lee from Immersion MMA in Victoria. So it's a Victorian and Western Australian clash here, but Fernyhough having the better of the exchanges, and the more power is coming from the feet of Fernyhough and also from the gloves. So you heard there, referee George, seconds out here.
Third and final round.
Third and final round here. All comes down to this. Both boys will end this fight swinging, and Carly, the fans will be in a treat for this entertaining final round.
The fans are absolutely loving these fights so far, but each fight they're getting a little bit more excited with the pressure that's coming out.
Yeah, they got their hearts in their mouth, the fans, but Kahao Lee looking to end strongly. He's 2 rounds to 0 up. He might need a couple of knockdowns, or in fact a knockout blow to stop Fernie Howe from getting a victory here tonight. And Fernie Howe, if he wins, he moves to 5-4. If Kahale Lee wins, well, he moves to 5-4. So a similar sort of record on the professional scene, but a beautiful right sort of elbow there that's opened up Matt Fernie Howe.
Got a nice cut on that left eyebrow.
And he's digging in there. There's a target now for Kahale Lee in this final round, and there's a timeout. And they'll check the left eyebrow of Matt Fernie Howe. So the corner there going to do the work now on Fernie Howe. His trainer, Andrew Nelson, and the Nelson boys just patting it down. Will the fight go on? Well, it's in the third and final round. It may continue. Here it is, the replay. And some vicious shots there. But that elbow moments ago, seconds ago, landed real deep there on Matt Fernie Howe. And he landed again there with a short, digging, slashing right elbow. And Kahale Lee needs to use that in the remaining few seconds if he's going to get the victory here tonight. But Matt Fernie Howe won't stop. He's very durable and he's a good competitor.
Isn't it amazing sometimes how elbows don't look like too much on the outside, but the damage they can do is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, lucky it's happened in the third round, though, not in the first round. Otherwise, it could be dangerous. But we'll see how that goes in the remaining 2 minutes.
It's definitely not stopping him. He's really coming forwards now. Kahale is doing a great job of kicking on that back foot, but I feel like the power's just not enough to stop him from coming forwards.
Yeah, Kahale tried to use that acrobatic sort of back heel kick there, but didn't land on the face of Fernie Howe. And Fernie Howe's in cruise control. These punches are not causing any damage from Kahale Lee on Matt Fernie Howe. And look at that, beautiful overhand right. That did land. It didn't land too cleanly, but it grazed the face there of Kahale Lee. And now he's suffocating his opponent there, trying to clinch in the neutral corner. And Fernie Howe continuing his good work. Here we go, crowdy's up. You can hear him clapping here for every shot.
Kahale still isn't taking that front foot approach. He's just hanging back, waiting for him to come forward.
1 minute to go!
Yeah, I don't know what he's waiting for. There's only 1 minute left. Terry Cale's announced it. Matt Fernie Howe continuing the trend of him coming forward. And definitely one to watch out for in the super featherweight division, considering he's only 18 years of age. But I'm sure we'll see Kahale Lee on the scene for a couple more years at 21. Here they go, short punches on the inside in the final 35 seconds.
Final 30 seconds!
And here it is, we'll bring him home. Kahale Lee trying to look for the left kick to the midsection, but didn't phase, did not have any pepper or power on those kicks.
Those kicks really are landing nicely, but there's just not enough power in them to stop Fernie Howe from coming forwards.
Yeah, he's just not phased by it, even though the blood's streaming down the eyebrow region. It's not going to stop the fight. And I think he's going to take this fight 3 rounds to 0 unless there's a knockout in the final punch of the fight. Kahale Lee looking closely, and that brings an end to the contest. What a fight that was, Carly.
Big round of applause.
Fight. Big credit to Kahale Lee. Those kicks were very accurate and well timed.
Can I have a representative, please, from Kaga Commodities?
But we go to the replays here in the third and final round. And some of the work there on the inside, constricting and closing the distance. These shots in the third round didn't catch the face there of Kahale Lee, but just in terms of his controlling of the ring, I think that the man, the 18-year-old in Matt Fernie Howe, has done the job with a capital J. But look at him in the neutral corner there, didn't land anything significant. The right hand to the left temple region, and some good quality replays here. And the roundhouse kick to the midsection there from Kahale Lee. He's quite an awkward fighter, an entertaining fighter. Was talking to him during the week, and he said that he wants to make it an entertaining fight. He'll bring out to 100%, and that's what he's done here tonight.
I think both boys should be very happy with their performances here. Very different styles, but Fernie Howe's right round kick really stood out to me, and the precision of those right elbows by Kahale Lee as well.
So that will bring an end to the contest, and we'll wait for the final decision. But I think 2 rounds to 1 in favour of Matt Fernie Howe. We've had a few 5-rounders, but this was a rapid 3-rounder. And I think that you'll find that Fernie Howe will get the chocolates. What are your thoughts on that, Carly?
I think so too, but Kahau Lee did have some really nice kicks on the back foot there, but again, without that power, they just don't score.
And next up, we've got Chloe Wilson. And this is another female fight, under 17 title. Looking forward to this against Erin Harburger, two prospects rising through the ranks.
It's going to be a really good fight. Looking forward to that one. Chloe Wilson recently fought here in South Australia against one of our local girls, and that was a fight to remember. So really looking forward to having her back in SA and performing and centering again.
Big thank you there to our silver sponsor, Cargo Commodities, trading in grain, hay, and offering grain storage in Bordertown
that will be
and
full titles
Nile.
with elbow protection. And then the last three fights are going to be mouth-watering clashes for the Australian titles and that Intercontinental title, which will be the main event. So that's still to come here on State of Warrior 2019 on FITE.tv. But we go to the final decisions with Perry Kale, who'll bring that to us in the remaining few seconds.
Big thank you there to Cargo Commodities. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a split decision. Judge number 1 had it 30-27, red corner. Judge number 2 had it 30-27, red corner. And judge number 3 had it 29-28 for your winner once again by split decision. Blue corner, Kahau Lee.
Wowee, what an entertaining fight. Close contest. I thought that Fernie Howe, the 18-year-old, got the job done, but you were right with your prediction. You thought that Kahau Lee might have snuck it as well.
He had great, accurate kicks there on the back foot, and sometimes it can be hard to just see the person moving forwards, the aggressor, but that person on the back foot is still scoring.
Yeah, as he showed here tonight, Kahau Lee, he'll go back to Victoria with an improved record of 6-3 from Immersion MMA as we go to the full match highlights, or should say fight highlights. And Matt Fernie Howe there entering the ring. He kept coming forward, but the judges thought the counter-punching style and the counter-kicking style proved the difference in the end. But it was a close fight, could have gone either way, but Kahau Lee was the winner in the end.
Really enjoying every match that we've seen here tonight. Very well-matched fights, and it's only going to keep getting better as the night goes on.
Here's some of the work from both boys throughout the contest, the middle stages of the fight. There's the right kick to the body there from Fernie Howe. He did
Going to have the fighter of the night, presented by Nick Brickride.
But Kahau Lee on the inside held his own against a strong-bodied fighter.
MP for McKillop.
And then you had him like a freight train there, Matt Fernie Howe, constricting the style and coming forward against Kahau Lee. But split decision victory, and Kahau Lee will be a very happy camper heading into Victoria probably Sunday morning. So he'll go back to Glen Waverley, get back to work, and maybe have another fight in 2019. But I'm sure we'll see him on the scene in 2020.
Fernie Howe gets to go home with a nice cut on that eyebrow.
Yeah, it's going to take a couple of weeks and maybe a couple of months to heal, but he'll be back on the circuit at 18 years of age, and definitely got a bright future, as well as Kahau Lee.
All right, guys, we can have the music off for a moment.